Public appearances. When you see us in public, if you know we're transsexuals because you've met us, because you've seen us in ads, because your friend met us, don't acknowledge us as transsexuals in public. That is very embarrassing. We dress like this not so that you can go around and tell everybody that's a transsexual, that's a punk. That is misconception. That is wrong.
Wrong.
Completely wrong. And completely disrespectful.
Completely.
That's like for all you, how can I say this? Below average brothers. That's like us talking about. That's a little dick nigga right there. He ain't got no dick.
No, if I walk around,
he fuck around. He like giving me
exactly. If I walked around every day and told everybody, every nigga that I fucked in this ass, then ooh, wait a minute, I'm not that out there.
Yes.
If I walked around every day talking about he fucked around and pointing at everybody in their face, then y'all would hate that. So when we walk outside, you don't need to point out the fact that we're transsexuals to everybody that you see. And furthermore, when you do see a transsexual out in public, they have feelings just like you do, and just like you don't want anybody pointing out the fact that you are an ugly fool, or a fat fool, or a ridiculous looking fool, or a cheap broken fool, you don't need to point out to everybody that we're transsexuals. Let us be. If you like it and you don't, if you see it and you don't like it, look the other way. Yeah. That's all you got to do. You don't have to start doing all the bullshit. Oh, look, fool, look.
We need to go to the grocery store and buy groceries. We need to go to the furniture store. Sometimes the car needs to be fixed. And we don't want to have to go through all that when we're trying to take care of our own problems just because you have a complex.
Right. It's not that everybody is going, because the problem is everybody doesn't know what we are. Just because you see it and you know what it is doesn't mean that everybody around you does. So you don't need to point it out to everybody because it's not everybody's business.
No, it's not.
Simple as that. And if you think that it is, trust me, there are a lot of girls who will beat the shit out of you behind doing that.
Oh, yes, there are.
You run into the wrong girl and do that, and she'll kick your ass. And see, y'all be under this misconception that we take hormones and we done got soft, and that we done start doing all this and can't whoop y'all's ass. Wrong answer.
Some of us will tap your mugs.
Some of us will whoop you.
Tap your mug out.
All I'm saying is,
a little respect.
Have respect when you
go into the situation with a little bit of tenderness.
Right. Because all of us want to be treated like humans and nothing else. You don't have
Before
to treat
you
us like you want us. You don't have to want us because 9 times out of 10 we don't want you. all we ask is that you leave us be and let us be human just like you are.
If you know you fat and unattractive, you're safe. You're good. You ain't got to never be like, oh yeah, I know that bitch don't want me.
That's right.
Well, it's true. Fat, unattractive, sloppy, unshaven,
amazing
creatures.
It's always ugly motherfuckers that want to start the shit. It's always, every time I'm out in public and a group of niggas see me, it's always the ugly motherfucker that got to point out that I'm not.
Always the ugly one, and that's just because the cute ones be trying to holler.
Right, and the ugly motherfucker got to be one to point out, oh, that's a nigga, and then all of a sudden everybody, oh. Why can't you shut your ugly ass up? Just shut up and go along with the flow. You ain't got to ruin it for everybody else. Let them have their fun and watch.
And for the homophobic women who have this complex about transsexuals, baby, trust me, it's not necessary. Watch. And for the homophobic women who have this complex about transsexuals, baby, trust me, it's not necessary. We don't want your man. 9 times out of 10, he probably coming to us, and we probably turned him down a whole bunch, and he had to come up off of the check.
Right.
You should probably check his pockets.
Ladies, when you see transsexuals in the club, and I know me saying this is probably in vain, but females, when you see transsexuals in a club,
please don't sound the alarm.
Don't sound. It's not your business
That's
going to warn every nigga around the club. Don't hate because she got her thing going on stronger than you do.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of dancing and chilling and talking. I keep it strictly on a need-to-know basis.
Exactly.
If I don't plan on having sex with you, you don't need to know.
Exactly. And that's just anybody else in the club. So, ladies, we don't need you to warn them just because you think that we have a better shot at getting the nigga that you want. Yeah. Don't do that. It's all do nothing but turn on to it more. Just for the record. Exactly. If he's into it, he's into it. If he's down, he's down. Because trust me, any man who likes transsexuals knows what he's looking for. Any man who loves strictly women knows what he's looking for.
And to be honest with you,
I can't get no man that, you know what I'm saying, don't want me. And you can't get no man that don't want you.
I got to say this. You women who think you airing the building, and when I say airing the building, you shutting down our party by going around telling all the men, that's a man. You ain't doing nothing but keeping yourself from the knowledge of knowing if your husband fucks around. Because now he ain't going to do nothing but sneak around the corner and call me over. Exactly. When a minute ago, he'd have asked in your face.
Exactly.
Or he'd have looked in your face and said, she pretty or something. He'll give you the information if you just wait it out. If you don't beat him to telling it, he'll give you the own information. But you won't even have to come ask him.
Most girls beat it to the punch. The minute they see a transsexual, they can't. Ooh, look. What all you've done is giving him permission to stare at her face. You pointed dead at her.
Sneaky.
At first she was just looking at his eyes. She was looking out the corner of his eye. Now you just told him, look directly in her face. And now he's looking dead in my face and down my cleavage. And now he's trying to figure out how he's going to get away from you to get at me. So if you don't want your husband to be all over a transsexual, then don't point her out when she walks in. Yeah. Act like she's a human. Act like she's a regular person and leave her be. You motherfuckers have that bad.
After these messages, we'll be right back.